Hey guys, Valeros here from the Arc Trade Federation. Today I will be showing you how to get unlimited Achatina Paste in Ark Survival Ascended. So we are over here on Extinction. With the release of Extinction, they have brought back a favorite method of mine for Achatina Paste. So what we're going to do and what you're going to need for this is 14 to 36 snails, depending on how big you want to make this, or Achatinas. And we're also going to need 2 Gachas. So for those of you that remember, in Evolved, Gachas would pick up Achatina Paste. With the invent or the addition to, or with the switch to Ascended, it's going to be a little bit different how we're going to set this up, but it's going to be pretty similar also. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to need a 4x4 base. You're going to need, we're going to go up by a quarter wall. Going to add walls or ceilings, quarter ceilings on, oh, I'm messing up here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that'll do it. Pick all these extras up so it don't look like poop. Alright. So when you go to place your Achatinas in for this build, it can be a bit tricky. Now, if you don't want to have your Achatinas on Wander and collect the paste, this is going to be so much easier because you're just going to make these little boxes and you're going to throw the little suckers in there. And you want, like I said, I said 14 to 36. If you're going to make 2 Gachas, if you're going to have 2 Gachas, you're going to need at least 28. But you're going to need 14 to 18 snails per Gacha. And like I said, if you don't want to have to go through and loot them every hour or every 90 minutes or so, then you don't have to worry about doing all this hoopla that I'm fixing to do. If you do want to loot them every hour, then you're going to have to worry about the hoopla. Alright. So when you go to put the first set in, we are going to add a railing in the middle here. And we're going to add quarter walls. That should not work. That should be collisioned. Oh, yeah, never mind. I know why it'll work. Alright, so we're going to do that. Now, what we're going to do is take our ramp, get the quarter ramp, like so, and we're going to put 3 of them across, as long as you don't screw up like I did. Put 3 of them across. We're going to go ahead and put a wall over here. Come on. That snapped funny. Bad wall. We'll just do this and cheat. Alright, so now we're going to spawn in our snails, our Achatinas, because I'm too lazy to go tame 36 of them on single player. Why not spawn them in? I got commands, right? How many is that? 4, 5, 6. Okay. Make it where they don't follow me. And when you go to put them in here, you want to throw them in the corner. That way you can put a wall in between them. Now, like I said, if you don't want to worry about having these on Wander and collecting extra paste, you're still going to get a decent amount from that. But if you want the extra paste, you're going to want to do it this way. Throw that in there. Throw that little sucker in there. That one. And that one. Alright. Now what we can do, or what we're going to do after we get the other side in and the ceiling on, we're going to put a wall right here. And it's going to keep them from walking back and forth. It's not necessary, but I like doing it just to keep them separated. Or if you encumber them, you don't have to have it in there either. Now for this side, after these two sides, it's going to be kind of tricky to get this done. So let's spawn in our snails again. About 4, 5, and 6. Alrighty. Now we don't want them following us. Alright. Pick them up, throw them in, just like you did on the last bit. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Throw them in the corners. Make sure you're looking down when you throw them in too, because if you throw them on top, if you're looking up like this and you throw them in, there's a chance that they could land on that railing and then you won't be able to put your ceiling in on top of it. Because we're going to have our gacha standing on top of the ceiling. Alright, now let's pick up these ramps. And what we're going to do now is put in a quarter ceiling right here. Oops, screwed that up. So with this quarter ceiling right here, we can walk back and forth and loot all these gachas. Fine and dandy, it's great. I'm going to go ahead and put railings on this right here. Again, if you encumber these, you don't have to have the railings on it. And now we have to figure out how to put the snails in this side. So let's go ahead and put our walls in and our railings. Now let's put the last of our walls in, like so, and now we're going to put our ramps up. Cool beans, and it won't let me put that one in there because I have that wall there. I'll put that wall back down here shortly. Let's expand this out too. I need more space. So now when you're doing this part, you're going to take your snails and throw them in this corner. Now you guys already know how to put these snails in here. I've shown you 12 times already. So for these right here, you just gotta throw them in there. When you get the whole side put in, and you get, you know, the whole front half put in. Oh, he's still on follow. Stop following me. When you get this whole side put in, then you're gonna put your railings in here and put your railings all the way across. And you're gonna throw in the next side. And then you're going to cover it up with ceilings. Now, this right here, once you get this last side put in, if, like I said, if you only want to have one gacha here, the gacha will set, let's go ahead and spawn one in. Gacha, gacha, gacha. Of course it spawned inside the platform. Stupid gacha. Go away. Reasons I can't have nice things. Get out of here. Now let's hope this one doesn't spawn inside the platform. Okay, so we got our gacha here. And if you're going to use two gachas, you need a male and female gacha. If you have two of the same gender, it won't work. But this gacha will sit here, and he will pick up, he or she will pick up the paste that the Achatinas poop out. So Achatina poop is some Achatina Paste, which is pretty cool, and it allows our gachas to sit here and harvest it. I don't know why he's not picking it up. Oh, probably because he's on follow. Duh. Get him back in position. You want him towards the middle of the platform. But see how he's just sitting there picking all that up? Now, if you don't have enough Achatinas down, the gacha will stop picking up in between collecting poop, and he will sit down and he'll eat the Achatina Paste. You do not want him to eat the Achatina Paste. Alright. Now, when you go to put the rest in, if you want 2 gachas up there, you're going to put them in the same way you do the others. If you encumber your snails, you won't have to worry about them mating. But if you don't want to encumber the snails, you're going to have to spay all of your snails, because when you have them on wonder, they're going to mate. Oops, wrong button. Wrong position. Alright, and like I said, on mine, I have a dividing wall in between because I don't want to put stone or wood or whatever in mine to encumber them. So I'm just going to put those dividing walls to keep them from overlapping with each other. Makes it easier to loot them. And then you can come through here and loot all these and do the same with that. So, with 1 gacha, or with 2 gachas and 18 snails, or 36 snails, so 2 gachas and 36 snails, you'll be able to make 3,760-ish cementing paste or Achatina paste per hour. If you don't want to collect from the snails and you just want to have the gachas going, you're going to get about 1,600 per hour if you have 2 gachas. Obviously, half that obviously is only going to be 800 an hour if you only have 1. This can be scaled up. So the gacha range, in order for a gacha to be able to pick up, it can't have another one of that gender within 7 foundations from left to right of it, and 9 ceilings up or down. So if you wanted to expand this and to keep a tech trough in range, so you can set it to where your Achatinas will eat from the tech trough, I have that set up over here. So let's fly over here and get it. And if you guys didn't know, I will show you this, but there is a setting to keep anything from eating out of the trough that you don't want to eat. You want to eat out of it. Here it is. So here is my tech trough right here. And as you can see, it is in range of this. I can have another setup. So it is a 3x4 setup. So I can have another one here, another one in that corner, and another one in this corner, and they will all be in range. So you don't want your gachas eating your veggie cakes. So you're going to set this, you're going to edit feeding list, add dino to list, and you want to set it to Achatina. And you're going to edit the list and make it where it says current type or current list type included. So now only Achatinas are going to be able to eat out of this tech trough. Reason we're using a tech trough is, 1, it acts as a refrigerator for our veggie cakes, and it also has a bigger range versus the regular trough. So it's going to be able to cover all 4 of our setups here. Obviously, if you only want to have one of these, you can just have it right next to it. Now, remember, if you have your gachas or your snails encumbered, you can't put food in their inventory for them to eat. So they will have to eat out of the trough, and they will only eat one at a time. Only one snail will eat at a time. So make sure you keep your veggie cake stocked up in here. That way all your snails are topped off on food. Because if you have it where they get really low and they're really close to dying or starving to death, they're all not going to be able to eat at once, and you're going to have to go back through and pull food out of their inventory, or stone out of their inventory, to put cakes in their inventory so they can eat. So make sure you keep that in mind. And this is about an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes worth of work from these gachas. With the gachas continuously picking up like this, they won't be able to eat, so you will have to go in and put, I use superfood or custom consumables to feed my gachas. You will have to go put that in their inventory and force feed them, but, you know, I'd rather do that than have them eat my Achatina paste. Another thing that you have to do with this is you have to keep this rendered in or they won't work. So you have to, if I was you, I would put this next to a raising area where, you know, you're going to be raising all your other babies. And if you have the tech sleeping pod, you could lay in the tech sleeping pod and just let this go and, you know, collect it every hour or so as you choose. Or put it in range of your gacha Gacha towers, now that they're out, you could have this collecting also while you're sitting there waiting on the gachas from the gacha tower to produce crystals. Anyways, I hope you guys found the video useful. If you did, please like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.